Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 95 of the FIFA 17 My Player Career and we are starting off the brand new season. Remember, England did win the World Cup in the summer and Kai was unfortunately injured for that tournament, but he will still come away with a World Cup winners medal, thankfully, because he was chosen as part of the squad. So we're starting off this season with the European Super Cup where we face Everton, so it is an all-English final. Everton must have gone on and won the Europa League. Remember, we did win it the season before and then we just won the Champions League as well. So let's see if we can win this. This will be the first trophy of the new season. We're not in the Community Shield, remember, because we didn't win the league. It was Spurs who won the Premier League title and we didn't win the FA Cup either, so we're not in the Community Shield. So we can't do the early double like we did last season, but hopefully we can still get an early trophy and another medal for Kai in this episode. 10 minutes gone. And it is still Arsenal 0, Everton 0. It is Arsenal who've had most of the early possession though. And they're pushing forward here, looking for that early goal as Kai's played through. And we do get the early goal. Just over 10 minutes gone. And it is Arsenal 1, Everton 0. And will there be many more goals to come? Fingers crossed that there is. We want Kai to get off to a good start. Remember, this is his first game back actually from his injury. Which kept him out of the summer and the last few games of the season as well. So he's had a bit of a disappointment time last season. Hopefully this year is going to be much better. He had a big long layoff earlier in the season as well, and then it was ended with another 2 months out. So hopefully no injuries this season, fingers crossed, but you never know. He is kind of injury prone right now, especially when he does his skill moves. And he's through here, one-on-one with a keeper. He can just keep away from that defender, and he does, slots it past the keeper. Nice little goal there from Kai, nice little goal from Arsenal. Beautiful little through ball as well, and it does double Arsenal's lead then. 10 minutes to go, it is Arsenal 2, Everton 0, and we are looking good for our first trophy of the new season. And look at that, slotted past the keeper, didn't stand a chance. And there is the second goal of the game for Kai. And now he's on a hat-trick. Can he get that hat-trick? We're into the second half here. Still leading by 2 goals to 0. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, hoping he has a good season, just like he did last year. He played well for Arsenal and for England, so hoping for another good season from him as Kai plays it through for Rafa. Rafa through on goal. And that is the third goal of the game, just after half-time interval. And it is Arsenal now 3 goals up. Everton just getting run over here. It's all Arsenal. Nice little beautiful turn there. The gap was open. Played it through for Rafa. And a nice cool finish from him. And that should wrap up the European Super Cup then for the Gunners. We've got less than 10 minutes to play. Still got a nice 3-goal lead. And Everton are looking to push forward. And there's Renato Sanchez. So we must have bought him in the summer. That's a bit of a surprise. Not entirely sure why he's playing left back right now. But Arsenal have bought Renato Sanchez, a great signing. And Kai's played through here. Is he going to claim his hat-trick late on? He shoots, low-driven shot across the keeper. And that is goal number 4 for Arsenal, goal number 3 and the hat-trick for Kai. And that's the perfect way to start a brand new season after such a disappointing one last season. In the league at least, through the injuries. But there he is, that's his hat-trick in the European Super Cup. And we will be retaining this competition. We did win it last year, remember, so getting it 2 years in a row is pretty sweet. We're into the final minute. Arsenal do have this wrapped up, but it is Everton on the attack here with Deulofeu. He's cut inside. Sanchez gets a shot off top corner and he has scored. They've pulled a goal back. Well played there from Deulofeu, but it's not going to be enough for Everton. But the fans, they're going to be happy with seeing that goal go in. It's a good little individual play there from Deulofeu. Totally did Renato Sanchez there. Opened up the space for himself and then just tapped it into that top corner where Sportiello couldn't get hold of it. And it is now Everton 1, Arsenal 4. Waiting for that final whistle to blow. And there it is. So Arsenal do take the European Super Cup, as I said. A nice victory for us. A nice way to start the season. And now we can concentrate on the Premier League. And hopefully getting onto a good start, in fact, in the league as well. But there you can see Kai finishing the game with a 10 rating, 3 goals and 1 assist. So he was involved in all of those goals that Arsenal scored. So let's move on then, and it is the Premier League opening day of the season, and it's against Manchester United. What a game this is going to be. The opening day of the season, always going to be a tough one. Did we start the Premier League season last season against Manchester United? I'm sure we did. But anyway, let's go on. We are at the Emirates Stadium, so we've got the home support, we've got that home advantage, and hopefully we can take the 3 points as well. It is a nice sunny day here in London. Arsenal playing very patiently the first 4 minutes of this match. Kai pushing forward there. Is Renato Sanchez playing today? I can't see him right now, but he was playing left back. Yeah, well, there he is now, look, as you can see. He's on that left side of midfield right now. And so it is a bit of a surprise that Renato Sanchez is playing on the left. He could still be playing at left back, which is hugely surprising. But there the cross comes in towards Kai on his head, and there we go. That is the first goal of the game, first Premier League goal of the season as well for Kai. What kind of goal tally should we aim for Kai this season? I'll let you guys decide below. Let me know what kind of goal tally we should give Kai for this season. Hopefully we don't get a huge injury like we did last season. He was out for 7 months. But there is the first goal. I should say, shall we go for the big 30 goal target for in the Premier League? That is, we'll easily do it in the season in all competitions. But I think 30 goals in the Premier League, I think that will be a nice way to do this season. It could be our last season here at Arsenal because this is our 3rd year, remember, at Arsenal, so we could be looking for a move away at the end of this season. Try and go out on a high, try and win the Premier League again, and retain it again. Well, regain it, because Tottenham are the current Premier League champions. Shot comes in there from Kai, and a good save there from David De Gea. 10 minutes to go in the first half, still Arsenal leading by 1-0, almost making it 2 there on the edge of the area. Actually took a deflection off the defender. It possibly could have gone in straight away there, but no. It is an Arsenal corner. Well, yeah, let me know the goal tally. I'm thinking 30 goals for Kai for the season. Try and win the Premier League, get that back at the Emirates, and then obviously retain the Champions League as well if we can. But here is Rashford. He comes through, and that is a terrible finish. What is he doing there? Marcus Rashford for Manchester United should have really levelled things up there for the Red Devils, but that not even on target. The goalkeeper just stood there, and it remains Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0 at the Emirates Stadium. Manchester United, they have Leicester City next up, former Premier League champions of course. Here's Aaron Ramsey, nice space opening up on that far side, just over 5 minutes to play. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain plays it in the middle for Kai, and his shot was blocked, but we're still on the attack here. El Nene shoots, low driven shot, and we do double our lead finally. It's been a close game this one, to be fair. After scoring that goal, we was unable to double our lead until the very end, and there is El Nene scoring his first Premier League goal of the season. He didn't score many last year, and I think it took a while before he actually got his first, so it's nice to see him score on the opening day of the season. It's a nice slotted finish as well there from El Nene. Totally did the goalkeeper. So it is now Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. Less than 4 minutes to play, and it looks like we are starting the season with a nice 3 points. Perfect way to start after we just won the European Super Cup and now beating Manchester United on the opening day of the Premier League season. As Manchester United look for a consolation later on. Here is Luke Shaw. Could have played it in the middle there. Pogba was waiting for it, I think. Well, there's Renato Sanchez. Gets the ball clear. And there we go. The final whistle blows in at the Emirates Stadium. It ends 2-0 to Arsenal. A nice 3 points for the Gunners. Kai finishing the game with an 8.2 rating. 1 goal. So, let's jump straight into the second game. This one away from home, of course. If we can win this one, this will be 2 wins in a row. 100% ratio so far, and we should really win this one, to be fair. But here we go then, Burnley versus Arsenal. Kai's last 3 games, he's got 4 goals. Can he add to that today? The sun is still shining here in England, so let's get the game started. Arsenal playing in their yellow and blue away kit. Who else have we got? We've got Romagnoli, or whatever his name is, the Italian defender. I think we have. Let's have a look. Yes, we have. Well, it's another signing then for Arsenal. That's 2 Arsenal signings so far in the summer. Strengthening the squad definitely, because he's a very good defender. And then, of course, we've got Renato Sanchez, who is probably one of the best midfielders on the game, especially as he is getting a little bit older. His ratings would have gone up. So we will have a look at the squad report just after this game, see exactly who is at Arsenal, see who made the move to the Gunners in the summer, and we'll check on their ratings as well. But it is Burnley right now, 20 minutes played, still goalless. They just lost possession. Now Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack. Here's John Terrell. Now Kai. John Terrell's in there with some space. A chance to make it 1-0, and he takes it. Great finish there from John Terrell. It is now Arsenal 1, Burnley 0, 23 minutes gone. Kai will get the assist for that goal as well, so that is perfect play for Arsenal. And there we go. Is it going to be enough to give us the 3 points though? Plenty of time for Burnley to get themselves back into this game. Outside of the left boot, sorry. Goalkeeper didn't stand a chance. Arsenal take lead. First goal of the season for John Trout. I'm sure he'll be claiming a few more before the season is over. 33 minutes gone. Burnley in possession. El Nene there, stopping it. Winning possession, actually. Now John Trout trying to play the through ball for Kai, but he's just been taken down, and he has stayed down. Please don't do me like this. We don't want another injury for Kai. Remember, he was out for 7 months at the start of last season, then an extra 2 months at the end of the season, and he is off on his feet at least, but he is hobbling away to the touchline, so he could get replaced actually, which is not good to see. We've got 5 minutes to play in this first half, and Kai will be replaced at half time, so off he goes, and Asana is coming on in his place. So that is the end of Kai's game. I'm hoping he's not going to be out for too long. Let's have a quick look. And yes, enforced break, he's out for 3 weeks. It's only a sprained ankle, so only 3 weeks out. So we will get these games simmed, and then the next episode we will start back when he is fully fit. So let's see who's up first. It is Brentford. We are at home. This is the EFL Cup. And Danny Welbeck gets a start up front in place of Kai. Can he get on the score sheet though? That's the important thing. There is Romagnoli. And Sanchez doesn't make the start. Sanchez is on the bench. Renato Sanchez, that is. But Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain getting the first goal of the game after just 5 minutes. And there's Rafa scoring again for the Gunners, giving us now a 2-goal lead. As we go into the second half, Renato Sanchez has come on the field now in place of Kamara. Still leading 2 goals. Asana's just come on for Welbeck. And there is the 3rd goal. Rafa getting his 2nd of the game. And there is a final whistle. Nice victory there for the Gunners. Nice to see the squad can still do the work without Kai. And so into the next game. This is the 3rd Premier League game of the season. We're looking for 100% record here. We are at home. And there's an early goal there. Yuri Tielemans scoring for Stoke City. Great signing for them. He's been there a couple of years now, I think. And they've still got Jack Butland, so it is going to be always tough to score against him. Come on, boys. 45 minutes to play. Still trailing here. 1-0. And there's 2 goals now. Stoke City just doubled their lead. Rahman it is who scored that 2nd goal. And things are not looking good right now for Arsenal. We are failing. Less than 10 minutes to play. And Stoke City, they take the 3 points at the Emirates Stadium. And now it is transfer deadline day. But because Kai is currently out injured, he's not going to be making a move. Not that we wanted a move anyway. But this is just confirming that he will be staying at Arsenal at least till January. He'll probably stay for the end of the season anyway. And we're just going to go through these clubs. Manchester City spending a shit ton of money there. Just over £70 million spent by them. They did bring in just under 16 million. Not a penny spent by Manchester United or Newcastle, which is a bit of a surprise. Southampton spending just over 10 million. Spurs, they spent quite a lot of money there. £74 million. Stoke City, they're splashing the cash. Not so much there from Sunderland. They brought in Rob Holding, so we must have lost him. And they bought him from us, of course. And there is Arsenal. £62.5 million was spent on Renato Sanchez, Romagnoli, Krotov. Oh no, not Krotov. Sorry, that was Bournemouth. So, yeah, we have spent a fair amount of money. So too have Chelsea there on one player. Over £60 million, in fact, on one player. So that is a transfer deadline day over and done with. And now, as I promised, we're going to have a quick look at the squad report for Arsenal. Sportiello is still the main keeper at the Gunners. Chambers, Mustafi, Romagnoli, who we already mentioned, who's just joined for £34.5 million from AC Milan. 27 years old, 86 rated, so a good addition there for the Arsenal defence. We've still got Javi Martinez, who scored in the World Cup final, as you may remember. El Nene, Oxlade-Chamberlain, who also scored in the World Cup final for England. Rafa, he's had a pretty decent start to the season so far. John Terrell too, already picking up a goal, and there is the star man. Kai, 24 years old now, 88 rated, already got 4 goals so far this season in 3 games. And there are his current attributes if you want to quickly pause them and have a quick look. Asana, he's made 3 appearances so far this season. Probably more than he did wholly last year. Renato Sanchez, he joined on a free from Juventus, 25 years old, and he is now rated 90, which is pretty sweet indeed. Another good addition for the Arsenal midfield. Granit Xhaka is still here, he's 29 now. Zoet's still here, I don't think he's played many games. Ospina's still here. Lawrence Barnes, he's another one that's just joined. He is one of the youngsters that actually just joined. Clavan, got quite a few youngsters here in the Arsenal ranks. Sabrisi has not made an appearance yet this season. Maitland-Niles, not very happy. Christian Bilic, Tafari Moore, Semedo, he's another one that's just joined. He joined from Hamburg for £28 million. He's a former Sporting player, as you may remember, so former teammate of Kai's, remember, as well, because we did start our career at Sporting. So there it is. That was the quick squad report. We're just going to quickly have a look at these last few players. Perez, Wilshere, Coquelin, Ramsey, Sanchez and Giroud all still at the club. And there is Ozil as well.